Okay, it's done. So I haven't tested it yet. So they just came off the bed. It just finished. So the first thing I'm going to test, I'm really excited about this one because I haven't tried this with this before. So the first bit are the USB spacers, holders. So this one is for, I don't know. I think this first one is for the lightning connector. Yeah, yeah, that's a lot better. So it gives me a bit of resistance, and the other one is for the normal USB. Yeah, that's gonna be, well, you know what? No, I think this is gonna be maybe okay, because this has this bit of plastic, the case, and that's like 0.5 millimeters thick. So the connector is going to be a little bit pushed. I think I'm gonna leave it like that. Or maybe I will roll this back. I'm gonna leave it free as it was before. So as this one was, which is, I think this one is a little bit better. And I'm going to reduce just 0.1 on the other one. Honestly, I need it because it's pretty close. It's pretty close, but that's okay. That's okay. That can be fixed. This is the important one. So I really didn't want to put these two together until I recorded it. So let's see. So the idea is to put the cover here and then push this one in like that. Yeah. So there's gonna be a little bit of, I have to force it a little bit, of course. Now I see what is going to happen. So okay, that's good. You know what? I think I need to move. That's gonna be interesting. What's happening is the cover, let me show you. So the cover, even though on the, here in Onshape, it seems to sit flat, just because this is 3D printed, this is not sitting 100, I think this is not sitting 100% flat, and I might need to move the holes, the concave holes on the hinges, probably 0.2 millimeters up, so that the cover, since it's not 100% flush, it'll come up to 0.2 millimeters on the back, so it'll fall flat. That's what I'm expecting. So I'm gonna fix that. I will roll back the other part. So let's go from bottom to top. This one. So lining connector. 5 point 5.1 or 5.2. I know it's just a small difference, but that bit of difference can change everything. I'm gonna be conservative here, and I'm going to leave it as 5.2, and in here I will change this USB connector to 4 point, because Yeah. Yeah. Let me try something. Please forgive me. Let me try something. I'm gonna move this to 4 millimeters, but let's accept this. And then what I want to do is, am I going to change a lot here? So if I go like, if I do this, 12, if I go 12.5 from here, 12.5, and I just go 1 millimeter and I accept that, it's the other way around. So this, I'm going to remove this and remove this, and then these can be constrained. I'm just gonna, let's constrain it there, and then I need a distance of 12.5 millimeters. Okay, so this one lost the constraint there, and this one is 12.5. I could probably remove this. So remove this measurement and constrain these two vertically, here and here, vertically. Okay, so there is a problem with that one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to constrain these 2 points, hit I, and then accept that. Yeah, it's gonna be a change here. So the sketch of the cable should be, so what I want to do is pretty much replicate this part. So 12.5 millimeters and the rest. So it's going to be something like that. That's what I want to replicate. And so if I come over here, I could probably, I can let's try something. I'm just gonna create a construction line that goes over here. I can kill this one, kill this one, kill that one, remove this one, and then what I can do is, because this is the cable, and I can create a line that goes from here. So if I make a measurement from here to here, well, select both lines, it's 3 millimeters. So I can create a line that goes from here to here, but this point is 3 millimeters. And then if I but you know what? This is what happens when you design. So it's never gonna be perfect. You're never going to hit the correct design in the first shot. So having this, what I can do is do this. So draw this same design, close it, accept this, and then what I can do is this is gonna be crazy. So USB connector. If I suppress this, let's see what happens. Okay. So what a mess. I hope you don't get bored and then just jump to another video. I could do this, that, okay. Sketch cable hole, these, but the sketch cable hole, it's missing all these references. So I can just remove all these references. I'm gonna remove that. I'm gonna remove that. Create this line because there was a construction line there. Accept that. There you go. That's what I wanted to do. Oh, that's better. That's a lot better. So if I go to sketch cable and make a measurement here, it says 12.5. So that 12.5, no, that can't be 12.5 because if it's 12.5, it has to be 11.5. Yeah, 11.5. So 11.5. Okay. Sorry, just gonna change the perspective. It's a little bit better. So if I do this, if I say 3 millimeters, it's going to move it this way. Then I'm going to tell these, you have to be at, I'm gonna leave it at 4 because if I move it to 3, this area is going to go, like, still is going to go down. I don't want to do that because it's already aligned. So it's already tangent. So I like that. These, I'm constraining everything. I'm constraining everything. And this line, what happens if I remove that? I don't like that line there. So if I hit this line and I come down to here, remove that, and I say 3 millimeters, that's gonna constrain everything. It's cleaner. It's a lot better that way. Cool. This line has to be 11.5, but I'm going to tell this one equals to this one. So you select one line that is already constrained and you select the other line that is not constrained and you come over here and hit equal or the letter E. So if you click that, this line is going to change at the same size than this one. Now I need to tell this line to be that distance that constrains it, and then these, So here is where it changes. I can just 68 and I can remove this line and remove that and recreate this 68 and tell this distance or dimension, tell this it's 4 millimeters. Accept that. Perfect. Okay, that's a lot better because it helped me to remove this and I don't need to, like I remove one step from it. Now, this sketch is missing something. So what is missing is this. So I know I put that line just to constrain this line. So I'm going to constrain this line against this, and this is, you know what? I'm going to go with, no, I can go smaller than that. 8.5. No, 8.4, sorry, 8.4. Okay. Extruder cable hole is missing a face. Doesn't matter because I already removed the USB connector. And then I scroll down and I see all these parts missing. So no problem. This is the sketch for the hole for magnet cover. This is this face. Accept that. Come down the fillet. So you come over here and remove the fillets that are not there, that I removed in this case, so I don't need those. I accept and see what's missing, but I'm going to clear a little bit more of this. So sketch magnet hole. So it's missing those references, doesn't matter. So if I can click this, click I, and then do the same here, click that, and then click I, click OK. What else is missing? So fillet, it's missing these ones. I'm just going to clean that up and then accept that. I'm going to fix that in a minute. The T-plane, we're missing face extrude cable hole. I don't remember what I did that T-plane for, but this is missing the T-plane. Ooh. I know that plane is for something. What happens if I, oh, all right. Okay, so this is for the, okay, got it. So this T-plane is for this. So I need to, that T-plane has to be on that face, on this one we're looking at, because this is where I wanted the hole for you to be able to put the finger in and pull the cable out. But I think I'm doing it too fancy, and what I can do is change the game here. So I can remove this T-plane, remove this one, and remove this one, and I can just easily create another sketch on this face with a simple square that goes like that. if I measure my finger, yeah, okay, that's good. My finger is about 18 millimeters. So if I go with, let's say 20, I don't know how big is that gonna be. Yeah, okay, by 10, maybe 13 or 15. 1 second. Is it 15 too much? Yeah, that's a lot. Uh, you know what? I'm going to go with 12. And I'm going to tell this line and this line to be tangent. And then I will center this line. Well, I'm going to play with this one. So I'm going to find the center of this line. And then I'm going to center this one and this point vertically. And I'm going to extrude, but I'm going to remove. And I'm going to remove just 15 millimeters. Accept that. Perfect. Okay. Even I can, I love that. So I could do this. I'm gonna remove that and I'm going to tell this line and this line to coincide. So if I put the charger there, okay, so if I put the charger there, I can put my finger in this area and pull the charger out. Like if it's like that, I can put my finger in and bring it out, take it out, as well as the cable. So that's going to clean a lot more the design. Okay, fillets, more fillets to clean. So this is 2 millimeters, and I'm pretty sure the 2 millimeters are for the external faces, for like this one, but I think this one is going to be a lot. Ah, no, sorry. That's not for that one because we decided to have the top external corners, like, what's the name? Well, 90 degrees. We are not applying any fillets there, but I can apply the fillet here. No, that's too big. So I'm going to accept that and I'm going to check the fillet number 2, which is 5 millimeters. I'm going to clean this, clean the fillet, clean this fillet, and I'm going to, with the general fillet, which is 2 millimeters already, I'm not going to play with that one. I'm going to play with the 1 millimeter fillet. So this one, that one, I'm not going to put any fillets on these two. I'm going to put a small fillet there, fillet here, fillet on these 4 vertices. I think, wow, I think that's it. I think that's gonna help a lot. Now I need to move this fillet down. No, I need to move. Well, you know what? I'm going to move all the fillets down here. It doesn't matter where you move. If you don't move the fillets over the sketches that already have fillet applied, there's no problem. If you move them down, I mean, if you go up, there is a problem because remember the fillets will use and apply that feature to whatever is on top. But if you move the fillet up and this fillet has applied a fillet on a feature under it, it won't see it, so you will have an error. So that's why I moved them at the end, because they are kind of aesthetic, the finish of the design. So sketch 1, it does this, yes, of course. So I'm going to apply it. That's okay. And this is what's happening here. So, oh yeah, okay, it lost the center. So this dot and this dot, whoops, sorry, this dot, I'm going to constrain them vertically. Cool. And now I will apply the general fillet. I'm going to apply it here, here, here. I'll accept that. I will apply them all as well here on this face and this corner. And as well on this one. Okay, what else? Yep, that looks really, really good. I'm just gonna check the cover. Cover is perfect. This is still in place. There's no problems. There's no issues with the design. And I'm going to apply a little bit of fillet here. So that fillet will be 1 millimeter. Why not 2 millimeters? Because I know 2 millimeters is too much for this corner. So that's enough. That's enough. Okay. I will print this with the cover and the cover magnet as well, of course. I'm going to print 2 magnet covers. I will take the photos, show you the time lapse, and show you the assembly of the box and test it and arrange them. So if I print everything together, it's going to take 5 hours to print. Things that I'm going to change are these ones. So the first thing is the bottom. So this is going to be printed like that, in that squared shape. This one is going to be printed like that. I'm going to test these concentric. Oh no, sorry, this is the top. And the bottom. So 4 hours and 57 seconds. It's gonna take the same time. So now the thing I liked about this one is that is a circle, like a spiral that will grow and grow and grow. And I feel it's going to create less stress in the printer. So I'm gonna leave it like that. Let's go up. These. Okay, so the cover, this cover, I need to print it upside down, because this is going to be tricky if I want to put support. So I don't want to use supports there. I'll go like that. Then it goes up. The cover is finished. This goes up, keeps going up, keeps going up, keeps going up. Hinges. Done. The only thing is I need to print 2 of these. So one over there and one over here, but I think both over here, they're going to be okay. Oops, they're going to be okay. Plus, last thing I really like to try every single time I'm printing something squared, move them 45 degrees and see how many Okay, I save 6 minutes. If I go this way, 4:58. And if I go this way, 4:51. Cool. I'm going to take this to the printer and you know what is next to come. So see ya in a couple of hours.
Approximately 10 hours later.
Okay, the box finished and it's terrible. It's a complete fail. There are a few issues with the printing. The box came horrible, as in nothing fitted. But anyways, I'm going to show you what happened. So this is the box. So the first thing was the hinges, that spheres, those spheres that I put on each side, they came too big. So maybe I have to reduce the size. I don't know, maybe 1 millimeter or half of a millimeter, something. So that the box, when I have to put the cover in, I don't have to force it too much, because I had to force this one a lot. So I really don't like that. That's the first thing. The holes for the magnets, I don't really mind about those, because I mean, the magnet fit in properly, and the cover, these little things fit with not properly, so that's okay. Now, the big issues here are, the first one, the hole for the charger as such for this one is not big enough. So I think I missed probably 2 millimeters. So this shouldn't be like that, because if I did it, I pushed the charger all the way in. It was a headache to bring it out. And of course, the idea is to have this accessible. So I don't want this to be really hard for people to take out. And even for me, I don't want to be forcing this out. So yeah, so I need to change the design of the box, the whole box, but I'll go there in a minute. So I need to change this shape from, because this is a small rectangle, but I need to make it square so that it doesn't matter how I put the charger, it fits and it's easy to take out. The other thing is this hole. Yes, this hole makes sense for the cable, to pull the cable out, but not for the charger, because in here, this, as you can see, there's only a half of the charger exposed, but it doesn't help me at all if this is like that. So probably what I would do is remove more of this area, so that is more accessible, is easier for me to take out. Okay, so that's the charger issue. Now the cable. There are a lot of issues with the cable, with the whole cable design. So the first thing is this lightning connector fit properly. It fit with a little bit of resistance, so that's what I was expecting. And I think that is because the printing came out horrible. So I don't know if you can see, I think I'm going to show you, I'm going to show you a photo. The layers, the wall didn't come like 100% flat. It came with that banding issue. Of course, I'm pretty sure that without that banding, this thing will probably be loose, 100% loose, but it doesn't matter. About this one, this is the funniest one, the funny one. So first thing is, I can fit this one in easily. It doesn't fit in. Like, I have to push it hard. If I push this one down, all the way down, I'm screwed. I will not be able to take it out unless I just pull the cable out so hard that the cable will just snap. So that's the first issue. The second issue is the tail of the charger, one sec. Sorry, the tail of the of the cable is hitting this plastic part, and I removed that, and I didn't remember that I had to have that gap for the tail to be free. So let's say I fix the rest, but I don't fix that, the cable will be a little bit bent, and that with the time will be will make the cable break. So okay, that's the other issue. The other issue is when I am fitting the cable in, the cable here hits the back of the cover. So I can fit it in, I can push it in, but every time I push it in, I have to force it, and every time I take it out, I have to force it. That's not that's not a very good design. Anyways, so okay, I thought let's see what else is just failing. And I realized that if I fit the cable inside the loop, at the end, the lightning connector will not end here. The lightning connector will end out over here. So totally useless. It's completely useless, this box. Anyways, what I wanted to show you with this video is that this is designing. This is what prototyping is all about. So of course, I don't have any design from paper. I don't have anything that was already done for me. Everything comes from my head. It's just imagination and trial and error. Of course, with this, every single time I learn a lot of skills, a lot of things, more of my printers. But my recommendation is whenever you're doing this, first have patience and learn to be patient. Even if it fails, it doesn't matter. Just keep trying. Second thing is learn if you fail, because if you fail and don't learn, you just wasted your time. So I was planning to redesign this, have this printed again, and show you the result of the new design. So basically, I need to change the diameter of the hole. So this diameter is at the moment 68 millimeters. I'm going to reduce that to 61 millimeters. Those 61 millimeters will give me the option to change, well, to be able to fit both connectors, one next to the other. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the position of this lightning connector here vertically on this corner, and this USB, I'm going to move it here vertically, horizontally on this corner. So at the end, both cables will end something like that. So I did some maths, and I found that the 61 millimeter diameter is going to be good enough for me to be able to loop the cable in and have both connectors on the corners. So anyways, I'm not going to extend more this series of videos. I just wanted to show you one idea, and I wanted to share this with you. So I will redesign everything, and at the end I will show you some photos of the new design. So really appreciate your comments. If you have anything to say, please leave a comment. I'm going to accept anything. I will accept everything. No problem at all. Share this video. I don't care if you like, if you subscribe, share it. That's what I want, because I want to share the knowledge, share the options, share the possibilities of 3D printing, and in this case, Onshape. So really appreciate if you stayed up until this point. Thank you so much, and see you next time.